All right. Ooh, one last little touch. Yeah, the camera back on. Welcome back, my dupes. Your boy Repreach here. And today we're getting back into Weiss. It's been a minute, and I've been not intentionally, but unfortunately kind of dodging this. Damn it. Let's hope we get past the end. So, as it stands, me and the boy Nar did another brew. We tried brewing up some Hololive recently, and this is kind of the list. What up, Nazgos? It's been a minute, man. How you doing? We brewed up some Hololive, and for the sake of funnies, we're also going to try brewing up some 8-book stuff. Maybe just to prove a point, because I'm a little salty. And yeah, that's it. We're just gonna get into it. Run the Hololive deck through a gauntlet. We've just been tuning it, seeing where it is. Maybe try fixing it along the way. Yeah, just chill. Sign in a switch, get a backbone. And heavy into the backbone. Okay, so this deck's funny because it's running 2 level 1 combos, kind of, and we just wanted to build a deck with Bay because we're trying to convert the boy to like Hololive, and let's just say he's got that personality where it's Bay or GG. Since we already got the bar, we're not looking for the standby so much. We'll pitch these two, and then we'll actually have a level 1 in case we hit the standby. And then this is actually Ricky to be able to do it. Hell yeah. ZZZ is good. I've been enjoying sleep. I got done with my finals not too long ago, so I just get to chill out. So I only have 2 zeros. Not great, but we do have a bay, and then this and a bar, so we're kind of set. This could set us up all the way, hoping things go right. I'd prefer not to have to play this because it's a brainstormer. We're running 5, so we're a little above the normal. It's more so the fact that I don't really want to play it out. It's gonna be hard to card plus after this. Well, there's a shot that we might be able to get it later, so it's not hard to just accept the fact we're gonna lose it. For the cool kids, following the rules and the rubric. Freestyle on the bus is too lit. Everybody like, oh damn, who's this? Raising the stakes like Bruce Chris. Work how shine like cool brick. Put this in the back row because they do have a clean cut that could actually beat the 3/5. Please. Oh, this one. Okay, okay. We're through the deck a little bit. Yeah, called it. Clean cut right there. So we'll lose the brainstormer, but be able to Ricky. And us whiffing here is not terrible. Mm, so either get a twin driver or a level 1 combo, which funnily enough we don't need in our hand, so but also we're running the other one, so we'll grab this. We can triple in. Oh my gosh, never punished. Alright, clock this. Level up, level ooh. I don't want to level out the Fubuki. We don't want to level out this. There's no point in trying to actually level out this. So I'd rather keep the Brainstormers in the deck, but we run 5 and we already have one in hand, so we're going to keep this for the rest of the game pretty much. We don't need an experience requirement, so leaning towards the Fubuki is just wrong, and we're only running 2 of them. So if we actually want to be able to early play, it's rather also there's a Soul Trigger which keeps the ratio better, so we'll get rid of it, unfortunately. But this is a salvage brainstormer, so there's a little bit of a downside, but there's the bay we wanted. Easy. Yeah. This one's the main brainstormer that we're trying to actually land. We're running this because it's a pay one twin drive and we're standby, so paying one twin drive is actually really good, but we're able to kind of ignore that effect by doing this. Well, neither one of these actually have a trigger, so we'll put this on top because we don't need the Ricky anymore. We kind of want this in the bin in case if we trigger, because I don't think we have the 2-1 in there yet. No. So bin the 2-1, take the less damaging route because we'll more confirmed hit. Cancel and then try to hit that standby for 4. We got it. We got it. We are beaten in. I'm gonna have to reduce counter price just a little bit because I have a feeling Pollo's a little loud. Hold up, hold up. Somebody wants to collab. Oh, streaming just channel Polsky. I think he speaks languages uh I don't know. Shoot, we'll go for it. Oh shoot, I gotta log into Twitch. Ah, but let me pull this out the ye oldie way. All right, try this one more time. No. Doop boop 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 doop doop doop. Ah, okay. I guess the session expired. Damn. All right. Hmm. So we can play another twin driver, chill out, clock this, which I wouldn't really want to do. We can do the standby, push a bay back, standby, twin drive, push over. No, we just need to be able to hit a twin drive. Fuck this, just to be able to keep the hand. That changes plan entirely. Save this for our level 2. One card left, one climax left in deck. If we don't twin drive, we're actually able to get through enough of our deck that we don't need to worry about it, and we'll be able to refresh 7. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is the easiest way of trying to be able to survive this. Climax, play climax, we win in the 2 lanes here against the Amelias, and we should be chilling. Put that on top, trigger it, Uno buff. And just look once. Probably highly incorrect. Do it, but I can do it. Did it. Top of the only one with the one. Spinning. Oh, we figured the wrong bar. We thought we had a standby left. I should have been able to count and actually figure out whether if we were going to hit bar or standby forcibly. If they can hit us for 1, they're not going to be able to. It sucks that we're only getting 6 back in, but we're roughly 1 out of 5 after. We'll be actually less than 1 out of 5, closer to 1 out of 4. Ugh. Mm, 3? Cool stuff. I'm winning. Did it. This is a drop search, right? Okay, got the route. So we're gonna brainstorm here. Salvage. Salvage and Tourless Climax. Two exacts in there. So this has the early play condition. Already satisfied. Early play. Heal. Chill. For now, we're chilling. Play this. On play. Look top two. Drop both. Return cards. Done. Yes, we don't need to return these. Pay one. Pitch a bar. Be able to search our deck. Find. We can find Bay. Not a fan of finding Bay. Not low Bay. High Bay, maybe. Yeah, we'll find High Bay. And is this? Yep. Okay. This is the route. Here. Sack. Stand. Trigger. Alright, so now I'll be able to win 2 lanes. It's not like we're pushing a crap ton of damage, but this isn't pushing damage anyways. Decide, get stuck. There we go. That's a little better. It's right here. Took it. Ain't no beanie. We don't need to do the front buff. When this gets fronted, we'll give the buff. Got my own Topanga. Let's go. I can get the top, but I ain't close to it. 6, 7. Like it, I ain't posting it. Hard argument here to clock because we can put level 3 down. Bad argument for clock is the fact that we have enough deck state that we can still churn through and keep falling off, keep wishing. Mm. We're 2 cards in deck. We clock, we draw 2, we go to level 3, and then we're definitely going to get the standby in deck. 4. No, we get another bar. So there's definitely a bar in there, which means we kind of want to bin it, which we could do off of Bay and then trigger and then refresh. Which, after refresh, we go to level 3. No bays and bin, no big bays, but we do get the bodyguard, which actually does matter. No clock, play the twin driver, push this over, be able to hopefully hit a single soul trigger, be able to puff this, and we'll be chilling. This right here, a 2K ain't no beanie. Since we're not going to be able to actually get the value out of it, we'll do it this way. Do this. Spin the bar and refresh penalty. Level up an iris. Yep. And okay, so bingo. You a little harder than what I want. Uh, can hold on. Let's turn it back just a little bit on the music. 'Cause that's a little more aggressive than I want. I'm just kind of pressed because he's yeah. Anywho, Spooky, get in there. Still level 2. We're level 3 flat, so at least they've got work put out. They're probably the best move here is probably clocking up. Yeah, because they're stuck playing early plays. There's a way of dodging this. Do we pay the 3? It's only kill. Ah, what's got so much damage to do. Mission. Okay, salvage 2. Level 3 base. Level 3 base. No level 3 base. Does this have an on-play heal? Nope. I just did it. W's only no, Ben. Get the bar. Be able to drop search. Drop the Ricky. Go find. Not in the deck. Damn. Memory kick. It's not gonna matter. I'm glad we didn't pitch the Fubuki. This should let us heal another one. Oh, that's where all the bays are. New faces blown up, Black Violet. Wouldn't a trigger check? That makes sense. Okay. I want to put Bay in front of there because just Gur. At the same time, I know that's objectively just the incorrect thing. Swing. That was pretty much the only way we could have screwed this up. That was bad. That was bad. Oh, Jesus. That's when you just start screwing up. Hey, at least this is probably dead. Or this. No, it's not. I've got 3 to get through. You're telling me? Ah, gosh, bot. That is about the. What the hell? Well, we got through Amelia somehow. I definitely screwed up there. Enough that it should have mattered, but we somehow pulled it. Drop these 2, so we actually have a standby target at 1. Don't need the what memory kick? Memory kick this early. And we'll just play the Ricky and swing and pass. This is easy turn 1. Alright. Easy stuff. What do we want to plus more? Get the salvage? Or, wrong way. It's not how this card works. Stop reveal, add to. Not great cards to have in hand, but I mean, it's plus hand. Plusing hand 2 times, pretty damn good, regardless of if they are cards we can't play. Alright, let me see if there is anything else that we can try tossing on. There we go. Last Connor Price song, and then we're gonna be finding something else. Oh, we're still level 0. We making all of this money. I know it's rude to be bragging. They never catching us lacking. Me and my buddy, we making hard for this money. You know we've been in that bag, yeah. But he ain't got it like that. Y'all know us and start the party. Go way back like Doc and Marty either. Die a legend like John Legend or end up solo like Paul McCartney. Looking around is hard to deny. Bobby Bye like Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, this should be able to pull it. And then we have double bay to follow up. We just need to hit one more, but we have a brainstorm, so it should be fine. And then we have a Ricky on top of that. We're probably going to side here. We'll see what the triggers end up. If this ends up a soul trigger, we give buff here, front, and then if we get trigger here, give buff, and then front here. So it should be, it depends on Chen's events. It's probably going to be a side here, and most likely, even if we hit it, just to be able to keep the board. Boom, let's camera action, do it big boy. I'm talking Miss Jackson. Me and my buddy, working on this money. I know it's rude to be bragging. They never catching us lacking. Me and my buddy, we working hard for this money. All right, so if we lose this level 0 game at this point, we've pushed them so far into level 0 that when we actually hit our level 1, we'll be able to be fine. And it's actually kind of fine if they have a board, so we can reverse stuff with our base. Okay, so resolve this first, because in order to be able to hit level 1, this has got to go. Alright, now we've pretty much heard it. That's the wrong card. But it's fine. Now we just trade it out for the bay. Yep, level 1 bay in hand, and now we're triple. We have the ability to just triple it. I mean, we got a clock. It's not. If we actually want to pull off the stuff we've been planning for here, we have to clock. We need green, so get rid of an iris. I don't feel so bad about this right now because we've already gotten the brainstormer now in the field. No point in turbo speed, 5-3 in. We're gonna go 6 cards deep. That's gonna change the ratio to 3 out of 9, potentially down to 2. I don't feel sad about that ratio change so much, so we're not gonna brainstorm because if we do, it will get through too much of the deck. Too early to trigger a bar here. How bad is no, it's not that bad. Because we'll be able to recombo. We're full forward, we're full board. And that will actually take us deeper because the likelihood of that hitting is so low. Because there was 2 in there out of 14. Or sorry, 2 in out of 13. Yeah. And it was soul trigger. Chill stuff. Stuff just goes. And we aren't gonna get reversed. There we go. So best case scenario, 2 in here. 2 out of 8. 1 out of 4. That's pretty okay. That's okay. It's not amazing compression, but it is 1 out of 4, and we can't get reversed, and we're going to slam another bar, and we will be hopefully chilling. Luckily, they're only beating us for 1s, maybe 2s. 7 going back in, 7 out of 6 out of 31, 30, 28 we'll probably have to deal with. The question is, did we hit it? Nope. Stats in our favor. I will stand by the fact that bar and book are okay because they explicitly change the compression ratio. Do it again? Do it again! We don't even need a clock because we actually kept board. Since we're not gonna be able to play it out, might as well brainstorm so we have a bin to maybe hit a standby. Yep. All right. There's at least a Fubuki to hit. No, we're level 1 still. That makes things slightly more interesting, because now that means different arguments have to occur. Uh, there's an argument we should have done this to drop this to refresh with it, but it's not. There is a much stronger argument that we play it now for the intent of purpose of explicitly dropping her and going to find either a backup or a Fubuki. I think the better argument, considering what we're playing against, is the anti-early backup. To choose none, bin both. Because we're trying to get through. Hey RG, welcome in. This is mostly what I stream. Um, drop a band stock. Let the climax fall into bin. I kind of want to hit the climax, but at the same time, knowing what our opponent's board state is, we want to hit these souls to have a shot. Put it on this one because we want to be able to overpower. We'll side here because it's only a reduction of 1. They went back pretty compressed. And they were 7 in because they played climax, so they're 6. Uh, okay, so all of them are in. 5 of them out of 20, that's 1 out of 4. That's a roughly well compressed ratio. So side here. Oh, baby. Say less. Say less. Hell yeah. And then on death, pay 1 so we can pay out that stock immediately. Drop a base, so that's in the bin for when we hit a standby at level 2. Search for an early play Fubuki. I don't know what to search for. I kind of want to search for her, but we're not really wanting to play her for cost. And I don't think we're going to need the twin driver. So we'll grab the early play. Grab the early play. It's just not going to be obtainable for the actual early play effect. Yeah. Boop. Let's get rid of the other Ricky. Ta-da! Oh no! 10-5? No! Instant it hits bin, it loses that effect, so there's no point in saving it. That's sad. We were so cautious on that too. We were 10k. Ah, it's fine. Oh, we're getting fronted. Oh, we're not level 2. We're still level 1. We were prepped for the early play on the 3. We just can't do it because there's no need. Oh my gosh. I love Weiss. At this point, they're level 3. Just swing for numbers. Like, that's the strongest argument you can make here, is just swing for numbers. Clock, draw 2, and swing for numbers. Do we have... We're not level 2! We need to get to level 2 before we can start doing the stuff I want to do. We're fairly through deck. I mean, it's relatively compressed, but still, it doesn't hurt to brainstorm here to be able to maybe have some more options into the next turn. Do we grab a bandit or the drop search? By the way, what do you think of the intro I sent you? I think it's pretty good. I just think it's slightly off color theme. That's pretty much it. It's just off the color palette. Besides that, it's good. Um, I mean, our hand's pretty much got everything we need. We've got a bay, we've got an early play, we've got backup, we've got standby. It's just what don't we need, I guess, or what do we want to add? I guess add a twin driver, because that's pretty much the only thing we play into this board. Issues we're expecting to get wiped. We're not going to beat over this, but there's a strong chance we can beat these two. It's just setting up like this. No, 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 no. I think the circle would be better off if it was red, like the red of my horns. I That's pretty much the only thing I got there. Issues we could play a level 2, but we could hold on to the standby and also be fine. I think I'd rather hold on to the standby for when we hit a higher level. Sweet. All right. Give a crap ton of buffs from Soul. When your character trigger reveals a climax in specific. Okay. Not when it reveals a soul. Damn. So we're just gonna get trip over first here. Yeah, that's a little bit of a mistake. I was hoping we'd be able to hit it on the thing. Give it buff, but incorrect way of playing that. So there's 1 out of 4. That's fine. That's fine. Considering they're at 3-5, we can deal with that. Get rid of Ricky. Mm, we went back in 6, 1 out of 5. That's relatively uncompressed, but it's fine. It's fine when they're swinging for big, big, big numbers. Clock. We're about to drop hand in its entirety. Very strong arguments to clock. Clock this. Okay. Now it's just more so what? Play a Fubuki. Heal off the 1 damage we dealt to ourselves. Is there a bar in the bin? If there's bar in the bin, there's a decent reason to climax swap. I want to brainstorm more to see if we can bury a bay. Bingo. Bingo. That's what we wanted to have happen. So in that case, then we'll just play the twin driver and hold on to this bay. Hold on to the marine. I think play the Enos due to the fact we can look top 2. Or yeah. No. Yes, 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 yeah. So that way we can have a bar in hand. And since we're already playing her, might as well. Okay, so we know the first one's going to be a soul trigger, and the next one's not. So order of attack operations should be give priority of a boof here. Okay, yeah, slam climax, on climax, slam. Get a bay into the back row. Swing with an Enos. Wrong one. That was kind of not timed proper. It'll be fine. Oh, they're gone. All right, so we're 2-0 through the gauntlet right now. And I would arguably say those are the hardest decks to beat that we've already gotten through. So we can't pitch the Iris in that hand. As much as it'd be nice to have a 0 drop in bin in case if we hit a standby. Um it's just that we can't afford that in that situation. The 0 bin Ricky is really nice. Oh my. Getting smacked. Okay, maybe not that aggressive on reverse. Ooh. Okay. Send herself in. Add only 1. Damn. Drop the level 2 into the bin. Level out a... We're probably gonna need red for this turn. Let me check waiting. Make sure. Yeah, we're gonna want red. Unfortunately, there's only one way of us getting red. So we'll do this. Oh, we don't have the stock. Oh. Oh no. Ooh, I didn't think that through. Choose none. Yep, bin both. Deck speed. Hold on to the climax swap. I want to play out a brainstorm or a point. I do want a climax swap, but also not really any good point. Shift the bay down. Don't slam climax yet. Slamming climax is just not the smart decision here. So this as a side. And then we can pay out the bay here. So it's in the bin for when we want to either A, standby, or B, brainstorm. One of the two. We hit level 1 first, which now that they're still at 0, it's not that bad we hit 1 first because they're suffering. And the fact they didn't level up, which does give us some more time. And also that was a extremely compressed deck state. I don't know how the hell we pulled that off. Definitely want to clock her, so we'll have her in bin when we hit level. Brainstorm here first. See what goods. We can play 8 bay? Hold up, wait, maybe more. Hold up. Uno, dos, tres. We can play A bay. I'm still gonna try getting a second one. Damn! Numbers are against us there. Oh my. Okay, how many bars are we out? 1, 2, 3. There's one in deck. 1, 2, 3. There's also one standby in deck. I don't want to prioritize playing the assist, but there's no point in worrying so much about power. So it really is just slam this, and we can also pay it out, so it's not that big of a deal if we hit choice. I mean, if we hit the bar. Look back. Boop, boop. And then yes, we will pitch to look. And we'll grab. So now we know that's clean. And okay, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Where doth we stand? They're higher in 1 now. We're relatively low in 1. We did just go 6 back in, but we're 6 back in out of 32, which means roughly we're just above 1 out of 5. So we're fairly loose, but it's not terribly loose. If we go to level 2 here, we get to play a Fubuki, which we should, knowing the numbers that are coming at us. Normalcy, we should be taking all of this and eating grass. But I guess not. Okay. Because the buff she did get reversed. We're still level 1 is the thing. Okay, in this situation, you drop the Fubuki, go search for a playable. I kind of want to search for a Bay, but that's probably not smart. Rather search for a Twin Driver almost. Bay's not that bad. Plus 2k. Hold up. Small girls, relatively. Huh? Hold up. She's not constant 8, is she? It's only letting me see the imaginary bay. Uh, it's either bay or something else that pluses hand. It's got to be a bay. I think that's the only option we really have, right? It's either bay or twin drive. All right, I want y'all to help me call it here because this is a little funny. We're not gonna combo, but this is a 6-5. This it's gotta be the twin drive. It's gotta be right. How big is she gonna be? Placed on stage gets plus X, so it's just gonna return to being a 4K. We should have grabbed bay because this bay actually will overrun that. But we couldn't read it. Um, right, just clock this, draw two more. Okay, that's not great. 4 out, 5 out of 23, 3 in. So, oh, god awful. Okay, that changes things by a bit, but not enough to actually really help us by a ton. Arguments to grab Enya. Damn, it's a not a fantastic spot to be in right now. We need the deck speed for sure. Of some sort, some way, somehow. Okay, let's organize this so we can win lanes. Yeah. And then when we hit the 2, we'll put the 2 there, and yeah, we'll be good. Okay. This, get the level 2. Sack. Strong reason for playing 2 level 1 combos here is you do get a nice repeat turn at level 1. Or you can alternate combo one way or another, or delay the normal combo. Right now, I'm swinging both lanes. Font, pay one. Okay, so we're 2 out of 15. 2 out of 15. That's okay. I don't really know how much further we can fix that. That's drawing and then brain actually hitting off the brainstorm. I mean, they're it's not that bad of damage, and we are below them in level, so it's not all negatives. It's just rough. Get rid of Iris. Do I keep 2? Hold up, we're 5 out. I mean, they're already swinging small. No point in sack. Argument the sack if this had 500 more power. Oh, that's 8K. I read it as 3. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh. Die, keep, and won't be able to Fubuki because we don't have the climaxes. Yeah, right. Can we turbo the deck? No. We can get a level 3 Bay, though. We could also get the bodyguard, right? No. No, she's not in there. I don't really want to clock. Our hand's relatively stable. Relatively, right? Yeah. I'm thinking bad ideas. I'm going to brainstorm. There she is. And we hit here. Okay. Which means bad decision times. Bad decision times. Wait, is there a bay in the bin? Yeah, there's a bay in the bin. Yeah, bad decision times. Push up. 8K. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Which one's here? 8 on climax. Not really gonna do much benefits. Get the bodyguard. Bodyguard needs to be center of board. I mean, if we're gonna swing and be undersized, might as well do it this way. Not a fan of that either. So, other option. Do this, get another copy, stand it. I guess that's the route. And then if we trigger another one, get a bay. And then this is going to go back in, so we'll be going more climaxes back in than we would normally. And since we're just holding the bays in hand, we can just play them. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think that's the... Wait, is there not a 2-2 in here? Oh. I was gonna put this in the text. All right, well, let's hope this isn't... Let's hope it works out of center, too. I'm fairly certain it doesn't, but hey, it might. There's just so much hidden behind that card text. We can pitch. Yes. Oh, we should just grab it. I'm dumb. I thought it was... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little out of it. Let me actually get some fluids in me. Head empty, no thoughts. Absolutely no reason to save. Sorry, when is this attacking? There we go. Just keep the bodyguard. Alright, we're still level 2, so it's not all that bad. No. Decline this, because we don't need to plus that aggressively. Don't push. Brainstorm. 4 out. Yikes. And 4 outs. Quite a bit rough. Here we go. Cool. Yeah, keep it that order. I actually like that order. Um, Oof. I mean, it's not gonna matter. Oh, give something twin drive. Yeah, and give it here. Inner attack. Swing. Decline, because we are actually gonna want the hand size. I mean, no point in giving buff, but we're gonna do it anyways. Side. It's gonna trigger the standby, which will let us get nothing of real consequence. But we do get to pay out the standby. I thought there was a level 3 bay in there. There was not. But we do get to give this plus 3/5, so it'll be an 11? 11/5? Let me check it out. Yoink. You're... Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's dope. So, this only becomes an 11/5 when we do this. I'm not looking to only make it an 11/5. Will we reverse stuff if it becomes an 11? Do we reverse this in specific? Uh, we'll reverse this one. So I guess it's worth to be able to reverse a single one of his 3, give ourselves an empty lane, and then potentially win the game. So I guess we'll do it. No. And then we'll play the event. And give it the 2 effects. And so we're just gonna keep bodyguard and be able to keep board. Just actually kind of relevant into this end game. Like surprisingly, the pay 1 twin drive is. Yeah, since this can't be reversed, we just keep board. Just a nicety. I kind of want to clock the standby, but we're kind of out 7. And it's kind of not the greatest to do. Hmm. We can play 2 bays. 4 stock, left with 3. Yeah, we just play 2 bays. I'm gonna play PUBG with my friend. See you, brother. Thanks for showing up, and thanks for working on that for me. I appreciate that. I think it's time that we get the level assist from the Ben here. 500 gets plus 15. Is that enough to win there? No. That's the only way we get the bodyguard. But we only need to deal 3. So, fronting here, no trigger. Or, sorry, directing here, no trigger. Should finish game. And I also could just kill board. But then I lose here. But I could hit soul trigger. Okay. So I guess it's a mix of what do I want to do. We'll just enter attack. Also, we need hand. There's no chance of pulling this off if we don't hit bar. Cancels. 4, 3. 4, 2? And a bar, which is just one thing too late. We'll do deck speed. Grab. Hey! We got there! Alright, so we're 3-0 through the gauntlet with this build of funny. 3-0. Somehow beat the mirror. Or, well, it's not really the mirror, but hey, it kinda counts. I mean, we're already holding the bay, so drop this so we have a standby target. 2 bays and a drop search and climax swap. We don't need a climax swap right now. So outside of the okay, I'm starting to notice there is a difference that matters. Inya has a soul trigger while Marine doesn't. That's a very strong compelling reason to want to run Inya over Marine. But the reverse effect isn't so bad that you can't dance around it. Because of that, we don't really want to play Inya. If we have to play something here on this turn. This is fantastic because we can just decline either of these. Yep, just bin them both. And here we go for a drop search, which we can drop the second bar. Not 100% in favor of dropping a second bar, but hey, we can do it. We do have the ability to double bay with the second bar in hand. Okay, we're here at 5, so that changes course. We're gonna do this. We're gonna need to grab a 0 of some sort. I'd prefer for it to be a brainstormer, but we need something that actually can go beep. So it's gonna be her. So we can actually go beep and not just play Marine. There's triple bay. So click that out. Only get to double up on our 0 game, but it's not terrible. It's just not favorable. We wanted to be able to do more. I mean, this does have an on reverse. I mean, we could just push over and then maybe force another one. Yeah. So that we're probably not pushing them to 1, given the fact of how much damage we can do is maximum 4. I doubt we're going to deal 4. And that would also mean that 4 would have to stick, which I also doubt. I mean, they can clock themselves up to level 1. But even at level 1, you're still playing some zeros. They're dodging the on reverse to deal with a Ricky instead. All right, cool. I'm fine with that situation. You want to do it this way? Well, we can do it this way. Uh, okay. Yellow's coming in. Red's a little more rare here. We should be able to clock green with the bay. Oh, look at that. Cancel, cancel. Yeah. All right, this is easy. Don't even clock. Because this is a spare money method now. That's 7K. That's kind of scary. Not really. That's that scary. I mean, it exists. Don't get me wrong. It exists, but it's not that bad. Uh, we're out 4 total. 4. We are 17 in. So we're 4 out of 17. We are, which is close to 1 out of 4 in deck. How many standbys are left? There's 2 standbys left in, 2 bars left in. So it's 2-2. It's 50-50 on the odds. We get to look 6. We get to look 6 cards for a standby trigger to standby out the Oyaku. That should be fine. It's not in our favor all the way, but it definitely is not terrible for our odds. Give the pay one twin drive to here. Plus we want to swing with that last. Here we go. Barrier, because we'd rather have the backup in case we need it. That's a bit of a rough one. Ah! Gross. Well, that was gross. That would have been gross as all could get. Let's look top 2 first. Put her back since we don't really need Ricky's anymore and pay out the blind. Hell yeah. Winning on board. Hell yeah. We're chilling on board. We're chilling, winning on board. We're chilling on everything else, I think, too. And we get to repeat the combo. Bingo, baby. We are all in the gooch. 7K is cross turn, right? Or is it just what's given the they're just base. Wow. Okay. Okay. Gotta respect it when you see bigs. Mm, 2 in there or 1 in there? Okay. Now we need green. Bye bye. Ooh. So things get difficult. They're not really early playing. Can we just win on board again? Yeah, we can just win on board. There's no point in clocking then. Because we're just gonna have another turn of a repeat. It's just kind of dance around some stuff here. Standbys at bottom. We'll refresh with the standby going back in deck. Take a penalty. It's fine. We won't have a bin off the rip here. Swing. Okay, put Inya because we're trying to push doublage. Yup. Keep pushing the doublage. Abuse the fact they're in a bad deck state. Level 1 carry, baby. Level 1 carry with a bar. We get everything just going our way all at once and consistently. It's crazy how this thing just does it. Undervalued combo right there. Undervalued. Can't be reversed and looked up to rearrange. Select for trigger. I mean, there's a world where we do it again, but realistically, we really shouldn't. But it's there, and it's juicy. And look at the stonks. The issue is we don't have hands. But does that matter? Ugh. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. It's totally wrong to do it. But I wanna. We're gonna clock. We're gonna clock. Try to put some rationale into me. Oh gosh. Mm. This is just bad decisions at its finest. Dance, dance, last night you love to leave. I mean, we got to go for the slug, right? It's not likely to stick whatsoever. Oh, well, I mean, in that case, oh wow, wow, wow. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Unfortunately, we do just choose none here, I believe. No, you do this, pay one on play. You can't do this. Oh no, it's on waiting. It's fine. It's too deep. You push for the numbers in case if you actually get them through their deck, 'cause they die on refresh. Empty board. We're 5-4. One's in. We're good. Chill. We are chill. Yeah, yeah. That's about how it goes. You make them die to their own refresh from swinging. Okay, so we're 4-0 through the gauntlet. What the actual hell? Nor, my friend, where the hell are you when this is just popping the hell off? So pitch one of these so we actually have it in case if we hit standby. Easy thought process. I'm trying to force this. Probably hold on to her. Well, since we drew a bay, we want to do it the other way. Yikers. Um, I'm definitely not playing that because we need the deck speed. We need the deck speed to be able to churn through the fact that we're now 3 out and 5 in out of 35. We're almost 35. I'm rounding down. We're roughly 1 out of 7, meaning normally every single instance here sticks, which sucks, but it does change the ratio along the way. We need green. How desperate for green? That desperate. We kind of want her still in existence. But green's already coming in, so we get rid of red. Okay. That's extremely rough to deal with. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No opponent doesn't know how bad we are, but we are bad. Deck churn. I mean, we can at least get through more of deck state with this, so it's not that bad. It just sucks the fact we've gotten through so much already. You don't want to be this down and out this early. That's just rough. That's rough. Uh, Toss the bay back in. Yeah, and you almost always take this trigger when given the option here because you're gonna take the damage anyways. Might as well go through the deck instead because you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out now. 1 out of 4, a little over 1 out of 4, so uncompressed, but a lot better than 1 out of 7. And we get to repeat this bar, so we can kind of chill. We're definitely taking this effect. Shoving in Fubuki, forced to level, now level a green, level up a bay. Yeah. We're level 2 now. We're level 2 now. That does change numbers, that does change ideas. Don't clock. How bad are we now? 5, 3 in there. Not that bad. Not that bad. Okay, since we're at this point in the game, play the Marine. No. Yeah, just play Marine. Inner climax, slam the standby out, bay into the back, front with this bay. Boof. Two, yeah, I don't think any of these are gonna stick. Yep. Maybe this one does. It's only for one. So we've finally gotten into a normal deck state. We're 5 out, 3 in, 11. We're relatively compressed. We're close to 1 out of 3, but pushing towards. Yeah, we're yeah. It's a little late to get this compressed, but hey, we did manage to get here finally. It took it might have been a struggle fest, but we did get here. So that is an important thing to note. Play it, stock that. I mean, clock that. So now we have twin drive. It's 11 something. Kind of scare. Our hand's kind of try brainstorming fixing that. Yeah, well, I don't really want to change up the compression ratio that drastically, but it's kind of our best shot here. We're gonna stand by again, right? Because there's another bay in there. So that means grab her just for the ability to sack. Or does it say when she's put uh from your climax area in your way during the climax phase when this card it has to be placed, so we don't have the option. But it is still a 9K, so it's not all but 5K. So it's a big girl. Climax. Give the pay one twin drive here. Slam the climax, on climax, slam bay, bay into the back row over here. Lose 500, but hopefully gain 1,000 on the swing. And we get another copy. Is that last card a climax? Guaranteed it's not. Yeah. Because it's 2K buff. So there we go. Push over the threshold on this side. And then swing here. A little more deck churn. And then for part of the combo. 3. Give another buff just in case. No stick on the 3, but their deck state's pretty trash. We don't have enough hand or stock to feed into to doing the funnies. We don't really need to, do we? Doesn't hurt. Yeah, we'll be bigger. We'll have the stock. Hand's more of a question mark. Eh, The hand's is the issue here. Clock level. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. As much as I don't really want to do this, the odds of this replacing itself, what is it? 4 out or 1 out of 5-ish or less than 1 out of 5-ish in deck. But do we want to pitch hand that aggressively? No. Yeah, so we're only going to combo once then. This will give us a fix. Yeah, so we'll only do it once, but we'll slam climax to make up for that fact. And they're all 8 out, so we can actually punish them this way. Since the 2 is highly likely to stick. Well, no, we'll just swing for the 3 here first. Because we can poke them for the 2 afterwards. Hey, how you doing, Soup? Thanks for the follow, bro. Finally able to make it to a stream, I see. Sorry for being weird times. Let's see. Yeah, that's how it rolls. Out of hand, we still have stock. Popping in just for a minute. All right, all right. We're 3 flat. We're not 2. Level 3 flat. So not god awful, but it's pretty bad. Deck state's fine though. I mean, 3 out of 13. That's fairly decent. And I mean, they don't have enough damage to kill. We've got to pay stock because otherwise we won't be able to generate enough resources to swing. There's two routes this goes. Have Y-Cross stream on TV, so just on here on mobile. Gotcha. Hey, any view counts, man. It helps. So we got a deal total of 3. This deals 3. We won't be able to build enough stock to actually do the burns, so just play her, and then count on the drop search for later. Oh, that changes things. That means we get everything. Return both. Yep, that order. Yeah, because that changes everything. The 1 here sticks. Then the 2 is I screwed up order. That's what happens with the 2. I screwed up the order. But hey, it might happen. There we go. Yeah, it still happened. I screwed up the order. Should have swung here first to generate the stock and then swing there. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It would have gotten there. Yeah, but hey, we still got there. We still got there. So wow. Okay, yeah, that's the gauntlet. It's 5-0 through the gauntlet. What the hell? Somehow, some way, this deck 5-0'd through the gauntlet. That's what in tarnations. All right, now time for the spice part. Now that soup's shown up, time for the spice part. What would be a funny? I don't even think. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. Wait. I'm questioning something really darn funny with Oshinoko. Does Oshi even have book? Does it even have a book? Hold up. Soul pants. Oshi does not even have book. Play 8-book Furin? No, that's too easy, dude. That's too easy. It's too easy. 8-book Furin's too easy, dude. We gotta do something funnier. Um, just to piss you off. I doubt it has it though. It doesn't even have book. Oh, it does. It has 4. It has 4 books. Does not have pants. It's not because it's terrible. It's just unintuitive. I will stand by that statement. You know what has both though? There is a deck that we have that has both. Mash. Mash is both. Mash is both book and pants. I'll let that one stay in. Pants feel bad. Book not so much. All right. Let me look up a list for 8-book Furin because I'm not playing 8-book Dal. That's just not. I've never done it on stream though. I've never played 8-book Dal on stream. So that you know what? Screw it. We'll play 8-book Dal. Hold up. Let me let me try let me try making this list from brain because it's been a minute since I played 8-book. Oh, we also got new tools, which does change things. New tools does change a lot of stuff. You slot in 3 of the origami since you're mono blue. You can afford to play the 3rd. you get to run a number of her. I believe the number's two. Mm, what's next? Is this the one that does the funny when your character triggers reveals a climax with a book, pay one to salvage? Yep, that's a strong run. There's the actual book combo itself. You run a few of the twin drivers because you can. I think that's all you afford with the book at the level 1 slot. Oh no, you also run 2 Yoshino, which fills this out pretty heavily because you're running, what, 4, 8, 12, 14 ones, so trim back on 2 of these. That puts you to 12, which is aggressive, but it's just what the build does. This is for pants and bar, so that's not something we're crashing in. We don't need to crash in for the 2-1. We do get to run the 4 of these 2s, which really good. There's our top end, right? No, or is this the other one? Put 1 card from hand if proof of love in your climax area 4 or more. Yeah, on reverse. Yes, this is the one you run. There's another book. There is another book, and then I'll run 2 of these just because. You can run this one. Delicious Date, but the issue with Delicious Date is you sack the climax, so not so grand. Run some other alt finishers. No reason to run the Little Discuss. My Little Shido, you get to run 2 Demon King's Love naturally, so might as well try it. Delicious Date, this is our top end ones, right? Proof of Love. No, Delicious Date is the other one. Nope. Nope, that's also Pants. I can't read. Baked in Town Sunset, that's this one, which this should be the Pants fault. No, we're looking for book. Proof of Love. Yep, there we go. Most things don't. Yeah, most things don't these days. That's a sad fact. It'd be we need more books in the world. Just the truth of the matter. Technically, you also get to play the best brainstorm in this build. Because it is a salvage brainstormer that can freely get your climax. Where this is a thing too. Wait, where the hell is the brainstorm toka? Not the double, but the bingo. It's this one finds our top end combo, which is the reason why you actually want to play the list. You freely get to find that. So, you want to change some of these out for some more tech cards. You have your brainstormers established. You have a drop searcher. You need the Rickies added in because the Rickies are another thing to actually try to pull off. And we got 4 more cards after the Rickies get slotted in, which means I've done something wrong because we should have more slots. So we'll figure that. That was probably the wrong thing wrong. Swap to Yeller. Get in a build like this, it's not the cigarette Riki, it's this one that you want to run. 4 more slots. That'll push us up into currently at 12. That'll put us to 16 zeros, so we kind of want to trim some things just for the sake of having slots. Uh, this fight's in the back row. This is a front row card. Trim this down by 1, increase this up, drop this, increase that back. No, it's not like that. It's this. Which then lets us get 1 more, which would put us to 17. 17's slightly under, but it's in between that. It's not that low. It's lower than what you'd want, but it's not that bad. We still don't have Climax Swap, but you don't really need Climax Swap with this build because you can always find your level 3. It's just a struggle to find your level 1. So you need to generate other resources that are plus. So probably the clean cuts. Which I guess just as a safety net, toss a one of. It's not really needed. Is there anything else that you need to be doing that's funny at this lower level? Well, if we're running this, that means we want to run the on reverse cigarettes Ricky, just to be able to potentially +2 off of it. And is that it? Because there's not that much in red that you'd really want to get. The Katori is a fair card to play. No reason to run the top check 3 because you're not actually going to be able to make the targets because it just hits the twins. So that leaves red or Korean cards, which, right. 100% a big user of this card, so I'm still going to stand it at almost every turn I can, with being the free stock, especially in a build like this that is so heavily tilted towards higher levels. How much to actually hold up? How much are we really tilted towards that higher level end game? Um, Two. From this point up is one count. 4, 5, 6, 7, or a different way. 2, 12, 13. 13 hits. It's not worth. It's not that worth. I mean, yeah, it's not more worth than normal, really. So, but instead we'll slot this in because it can just straight up kill a board. And we need potential on-play drop salvage, which that is this. That is her. That's the other reason why you want to run that 0. I mean, this is also clock reverse, which could be useful. Where the hell did she go? There she is. Not hyper comfortable as that is a one of. I mean, this drops climax, so it's not bad. I guess we turn the double drop search. There we go. That should be roughly about the list off the top of my cranium. I can already hear Cole screaming at me. Hold up. Some things are missing that should still be in here that aren't. That could get changed. So let's try fixing those. First off, we're missing the important backups. Level 2, which are in yellow. We don't need the free fresh, but we can split one with the Yoshino for an anti-early. For an anti-early origami. So you have traitless and that. Memory kick's less needed, but I'd still rather have one of these, so we'll drop that, and we will add in the free fresh, because the free fresh is one of the strongest tools Dow has to offer just in general. We're not running an early play, but we are running this really, really darn strong 2-2. So it's fine. Is that it? Because we don't really want to play we don't need to play the anti-early. Sorry, not the anti-early. We don't need to play the memory kick. The memory kick is strong, and it stops on reverse stuff, but we should still be big if the list does its thing properly, because this gives buff to this Toka in specific. So she goes from being 11k during your turn, 12k with climax, to being 14-5 with one of her. So it's not too bad. So right, there we go. That should have fixed it. Yep, overwrite. Here we go. Let's see how bad I do with 8-book Dal. Let's see. Let's see how bad this goes. Proof of Love, wrong climax. That's for the other one. Level 3 is completely unplayable. Another Proof of Love. Okay. Is there something salvageable in the bin that we want instead? Not yet, so hold off on that, kind of. Okay, we'll just play a clean cut, no clean cut for now. We'll be able to pick it back up after it gets reversed by dropping a Proof of Love, and then we will be able to replay it. Yeah, they're gonna beat over it. Cool. Yikes. Yikers. Mm, that sucks. Um, get rid of a brainstorm. Getting shot so aggressively sucks. It's not all bad though. Draw. We don't need an anti-early yet against Emilio. Clock the 2. Okay. Brainstorm or double drop. Don't have the right climax yet, so not in favor of the double drop. Level 1, so we actually can grab her if we prefer over the clean cut. Yeah. Sucks, but that's the argument. Now that means brainstorm. No hits. Okay, that's fine. Push up a brainstorm, push this over, this on opponent's turn. So play this here. This is probably going to send itself to stock. Anyway, side here that means, and front here. Yep, and then we can double drop search, drop this, and search for 2 of our level 3. Or no, 2 of our level 1. Yeah. Easy side. Okay. Oh baby, now we're in the kitchen. Now we're in the kitchen. Search for her, and then one other level 1. We'll search for the book fixer since there's not another level 1 combo in there. Bingo, baby. So 3 in deck, 3 out of 17. Not a great ratio. Not a great ratio, but hey, it is something. They're also level 1. Hmm. Okay. I don't think we're gonna level up all the way, are we? Because that's just really rough numbers. Damn. Eaton straight 10. Okay, that's awkward as balls. Get rid of the Ricky. Let that go. Let that go. Stand, draw. Get rid of... No, don't want to get rid of the fixer. Get rid of the climax, unfortunately. Doop. Doop. Just become 7 on the thing. All of your other get that. Doesn't necessarily need to be in the back row to pull this effect off. This can be, though. That is important to note. And I'm not going to do it, but I mean, hey, it can be. So we're really likely to hit a climax off of 6 out, 2 in there. Go ahead and brainstorm right now. Try to plus. Let's set up for our level 3 combo. Don't need to worry about getting climax because this will do it. We just need to build more stock, right? Or put a top card of deck in the clock. Yeah. Climax on climax. 2 cards left in deck. This is gonna go not top. This is look at top. And it's on at beginning of encore. So it does change the order of operations. So we get to swing freely here. First. Doop. Yikes. Yep. Oh, it's not draw. It's salvage. Still paid out, but like, we didn't need to do that. Okay, triple fixed for the top end. Luckily, it's just pitch a card, so it's not all that bad. It's not a great spot, considering how deep in level 2 we are. Give it here. 8-5. Hell yeah. 4, 5, 6. We're 6 out. Jeez. It's stuck in clock. It's wild. Bottom. Huh? Bottom. So we don't need to draw that. No need to board wipe. Play one just cuz. Top card clock the waiting. Yes, heal, and then don't have enough stock to do the other effect, so we'll just go to swings, generate stock, and potentially be able to continue the onslaught in the next turn. We know it's at least bottom of our deck, which is not great. It's just basically counting on them not being able to hit us for hard enough. That was an awkward as hell deck state to have to go through at 2. Being out of the rip 7 out. So I'm gonna have to finish this. No, it shouldn't be. It's gonna be rough. Don't need a clock as much as I want to. I just don't need to. Is it? It has to be on reverse, right? When opponent becomes reverse. That's the reason why book sucks. It's not because of the book, it's because the on reverse. Since our opponent doesn't have a character, we can't even get the on reverse. Anyways, Act 1. It's the only way we're able to get enough range. Yeah, yeah. That's why book sucks, is because we're an on and on reverse combo. If we could tri-lane our combo here, we'd be fairly fine. Let's 6 back in. It also requires full board, which is nuts. Yeah, put that into the waiting room. 4 overshot. Hey, we still got there. After that crazy game, we just somehow, someway, it got there. Against all odds, it got there. What in tarnations happened? Alright, fits the 3. Interesting hand to run into. I want to hold on to this. We can hold on to a brainstorm, but it's not necessarily required. We're going first. So we'll just play this. If it cancels, we get free stock. Sure. Drawing into the other climax. That's a little rough. 3 out off the rip? It's not great. Okay, so 1 there. It's not that bad. Clock this because it's the wrong one. We're still level 0. Important thing to denote. Play the 2K. Oh, I did the order wrong. That's fine. Yeah, that way. It's fine if it gets buried for a minute. Boop, boop. Argument we should have just brainstormed there. We're 5 out this early. That's kind of bad. 1 out of 7. Jesus. Jeez. Jeez, that's pretty bad. Yeah, we should have brainstormed there. I didn't look at our compression ratio. Get rid of a brainstorm. I mean, we're only going to, yeah, it's not that bad. We're level 1, or it's not deep in level 1, so it's okay. Hold on to the level 2. Hold on to the free fresh. Hold on to this. We don't need 2 of these girls, though. Okay. No combo coming our way. We can just do the funny haha slam thing. Probably what's going to end up happening. Play the twin driver. It's not great because we're not really winning on the front board. We're not really winning on the front part of our board. Let's see. Free stock? Nope. Drop salvage. Ooh, strong argument to keep that, but we want to salvage here. Salvage into this kind of board. We want 6, so just stop pushing that even further. Push this up. Win a singular lane. And we'll get to pay 1 twin drive effect. Yep, okay, that should work out. Center attack. Front. Uno más. Okay. And twin drive to pay it out. Alright, we cruising. We cruising. Kind of. Maybe not so much. 7, 1 out of 6. That's still yikes. That's still yikes territory. I mean, give the 15 there. We're not going to be able to get the reverse. We should be bigger after this point, though, because we'll hit 2 first. That refresh. Oh, Jesus. We missed the refresh number. 6. They went 6 back in. So they're at 4 in deck. We refreshed 7. So we're 6 in. Yeah. They're 4 in. Okay. Get rid of this because we don't need the Ricky no more. Let it die. Yep. Yeah, so there's 1 between here and hand. From what we can tell. Do we want to clock? We're actually going to be able to generate hand advantage now. Yeah. We're going to clock. Lose a crap ton of stock. Not able to play a full board because this cost 1. We needed a 0 cost. But we are holding backups, which does count for something. Slamming a bland climax, kinda. Right. Reorder the top 2. We don't need to hit another book for a second. In fact, we can keep delaying that. Or not. That order of operations just sucks. Well, I mean, in that case, you just stop swinging. We know we're going to double cancel, right? We know for a fact we're going to double cancel at the very least. So it should be passing here. Yeah. Just pass. We know we're going to double cancel. Which basically means we get to phase our opponent's turn. So that we're bigger. Stop revealing. Top. And cancel on 2. Resolve this first. Bottom. Damage happens before. Yep. And now we get to set for our next turn. Look at that. Another one of these girls? Hell yeah. Or actually, rearrange it this way. Revealing bottom. There we go. That's tossed somewhere back in deck. We might not be able to get our top end off. That's probably fine. We're out 5, but we have our free fresh backup, so it's kind of Omega chill. Stabilize it too. Gross. Oh, ow. Thought we ought to punish the standby build. Oh my, we did. We did in the end. They are 5 back in deck. That is an important thing to denote. No. Give buff here, give buff. Yeah, we're gonna split the buff. Because they can, but they're not likely to get bigger in every lane. Okay, that hurts, but it's not end of the world. Yeah, and then we're gonna get the reverse here, which means we get to set, stop, top, stop, top. And we're also gonna get to do it here after. We get to do it after the burn? No, for the burn. Stop revealing bottom. Stop revealing bottom. There's one more in there, so no. Yikes. Draw penalty. All right, here's where we're at. We're here. We get to generate just enough stock to pull this off. We did go 7 back in. The issue that we have is, do we want to heal or do we want to try going for the restand? The restand gives us a whole nother instance. The heal does not get us anywhere close to winning. So I'm going to be middle of the pack. We'll push this up and kind of just chill. They only went 5 back in, so there should be like nothing left in the deck anymore. Alright. Attack. 4, 3, and a book. Okay. Draw. King's King Love. I don't think that matters on this matchup at all. Here we go. Pay 5. Pitch. Uno. Dos. Restand. 4. Tres. Tres. Damn. Had to try. Had to try. Gift buff. Gift buff. We do have 6 climaxes in deck, though, as it stands. 6 in deck. Issue is we got to survive through an onslaught. What's this give a buff for? 6-sided. Alright, that cancels. Look top, bottom. Look top, bottom. Done. There's no way we can lose this. The top 2 cards are climaxes. Oh my gosh. The dig. The dig. It's gonna do it. Absolutely insane. That's wild, man. That's wild. Oh my gosh, the dig got us there. Attack. Uno. Uno más. Dos. It got us there. Holy jeez. Alright, she on Aqua. Toka is Toka's doing Toka. Pitch this. No point in pitching that. No, we gotta pitch. At least that much. Yeah, it's not the best. Okay, at least they only won. But I mean they're also going, yeah. We'd rather hold on to the two for the earlier game. We don't have the ability for stock. Well, no, we can free stock. No, we didn't. Uh, double drop search, but I don't know where double drop searching into. That's the thing. I guess brainstorm third combo. We don't really need third combo. We'd rather grab the fixer. So play it, leave the hole because we're not going to vacuum ourselves. And then direct, pay one, pitch this, pitch the clean cut. Clean cut's going to get less value than what you think it is. Almost guaranteed it's going to. That's able to at least exchange. So fixer and brainstorm. Worst case scenario, we can brainstorm and pull ourselves out. I will say, to our boy Soup's credit, we have been triggering the book into book way more than what should be happening. But at the same time, out of those times, one of them has felt great. The other one was like, ooh. So, eh, still giving discount. Eh, it wouldn't work. Funny line was getting cooked in my brain for half a second, like, oh, wait, you could forcefully level using the brainstormer. It's not how the card reads. It's not that's not how it works. Free stock, book on top. Book on top, good to know, wrong book, but a book on top nonetheless. Play this. Hold on to this. Direct. Draw. Didn't expect book into book again, but hey, actually it's fine because we have a climax swap. It's kind of what we wanted. So now we can actually get the thing. Cancel. It's probably gonna stick. No. Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now the question is, do we get so greedy to pay out that climax that's in there? I almost want to say yes, but we should probably start thinking of building stock here. We're 6 out. Being 6 out changes that statement a lot. Hmm. So win win lose. Yeah, win win lose. It's probably the route here. Okay, clock that. Damn, another one. Okay, another one. Yikes. Well, that means we could triple lane combo. I'm really tempted to do it. I really am really tempted to do it. No, we're just gonna double lane. We're gonna grab this Toka, set ourselves up for the future. On play, reveal hand, give minus board, pay one, switch into this. There's none in deck anymore. Good to know. Climax, slam climax. Yeah, front here. Front here. And finally, front here. So we win 2 lanes, lose 1 lane, get to go top 5. Add a level 2, refresh. Get to go 5 after that. Add that. Odds are not that bad on our side. 6 in there, 6.5, 28. That's roughly one. No, I'm thinking of 4. 6 times 5, 30. Roughly 1 out of 5. Not hyper compressed, but not totally uncompressed. Okay, so they're winning a lane, losing a lane. So they're also win-win-lose. That's fine. It's actually even worse when we know that we have a backup to actually change that ratio to. Bottom. +5 makes it 7, and plus that. Yeah, so we're gonna lose here. No point in trying to do the free fresh for funnies. Get rid of another double drop, or get rid of her. We don't need the ability to change a climax out so aggressively right now. Dupe. Level 2. Not enough stock to be able to pull off both of the girlies, but enough to pull off one. Okay, so hold off on thought process. Hold up on brainstorming, too. It's pretty much this way of doing things, because this doesn't say to the front. During your turn, and then all of your characters, all of your other characters get plus 500. It doesn't matter what slot it's in. That's in there. This is in hand, though, too, so it's kind of okay. I'd realistically like to have this in the front more than this, but we're gonna get the book payoff. Which, targets. Yeah, there's a target. Because we are trying to get to that in the end. Draw. Yep, and rewarded. Okay. And then the last one where we get the top set. Boop. Alright, there we go. Give plus 15 somewhere. Give plus 15 to here, so it might be able to live. This is going to live. That's the question, Lane. Guess that's more. That's crazy. They're replaying a 0 game against us. Just gonna cancel and on cancel. Look top. Bottom. Okay, so we're just gonna take the next one. That's actually fine. We don't need another brainstormer. Cool. Play another 2/2. I mean, what's the argument against? We're not gonna have stock for tri-lane of this. Play this instead, then. Don't brainstorm. There's one buried, 2 cards deep. What's our ratio? 7 out, 1 in there. 1's left in there, but we have free fresh. That does matter. But on principle stance, you should brainstorm here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Wrong effect. Unfortunately, that's a constant. That's not like stock soul where you can back it. Inner climax, inner attack, swing. If we just brainstormed, we could have paid it out the old-fashioned way. Hold up, wait, it's not out though. Oh no, because we paid it out from the normal. The If you actually kept track of your cards, you'd know that it was already paid out. But I didn't. Jesus. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 2 cards deep, 4 stock. So we can actually play 2 Tokas. They're level 3, so we actually got to focus on stacking it. Yeah, because Climax would have beaten over this. Would have. 15. Shuffle 3, really? Okay. Now you're doing this on top of that? I mean, I'm still level 2 is the thing, though. I can take the beat. I can take losing my board. On average, that cancels, yeah. Now, we know we're all 8 out here. Realistically, though, can we bite the bullet on 5? Yeah, we can. So we're going. We're just gonna take the 5. We can bite the bullet. Or, I mean, just take the bullet on 1. Don't you love Weiss Schwartz? The absolute Chad game where what's damage is a question. Heal, play, not heal, but hey, there's 2 of these girlies. Push this over. Can't play another one of this, but can play her. We could play her instead, board wipe, but it's fun in that when we can just slam Climax in Climax combo. Twice. Not even once, twice. Ooh. We gotta hit for 3s. So, front for the 3. Cancel. It's fine. 5 went back in. Pitch. Pitch this instead. Okay. No. Keep that there. For 2 now, which this is for exactly 2. But, ooh. Sure. Oh. Okay, that's happening a little too often, but, heh. It didn't matter. We still got there. It did compress deck more than not. I stand by my statement. Book is better than pants. Drop 3. I think this will. I'm gonna try quickly finishing the gauntlet, so I'm just gonna rush through this. And so, because it has been 2 hours of streaming, and yeah, I've got to go take care of a Doge. Don't need this anytime soon. Um, double drop search. Find 2 more copies of this. I have a brainstorm. I already have this. I don't think we need a double drop search yet. What would we need a double drop search for? Proof of love isn't bin, so we're more likely to draw the other one than not. You don't want to find the clean cut. There's no point in finding clean cut. Top card's that. Well, that does mean we want to play this then. So we'll trade here. We already know top card's not great, so just do this. Dos. It's probably this. If we change our mind with the drop salvage, we can just grab it again. Important thing here is to grab combo. So that way our level 1 field's set, since we're probably getting bought to 1 here. Because they can just push up their back row zeros and throttle us, but we're relatively compressed. 7 out of 30, we're roughly 1 out of 5, which is better than most deck states you'd end up in. Mm. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't want to drop the drop salvage. No, it's okay. We still clock level up. Get rid of her as a higher priority. Hmm. No climax. I mean, let's just do it. So salvage twice. Grab and out 3, 4, 5. We're out 5. Our likelihood of going level 2 is not low. So let's go ahead and grab her. Get kind of comfy. It sucks that we didn't get our climax, but it's alright. We get to win on board. Low push on the damage. Give it here to the center one. Cause center attractive. Doesn't look like they're gonna beat us on board. Okay, they might beat us on board. They beat us on board exactly once. They went on board once. We tie on board another time. Top. Keep that on top. They still get the reverses for twice, though. But we also reverse twice, so it's pretty much even ratio. We don't need that card going into our next turn. Argument to keep this low, because we're out all. We're out most of them. So it's not worth keeping. Clocking here, we need a plus. Doing this, they're not an early play deck. I stand corrected. Right there's an early play. Alright, let's see what happens with this first. Free stock. Do you wish to drop salvage? So it's a question of what are we salvaging for? We'd salvage for the 2/2, but then we wouldn't have stock for it, right? No, we would. We'd have actually ample. So yeah, we'll do that. Dropping another copy of the Brainstormer. Grabbing the 2/2. No need to brainstorm here. Give a 1k buff. Move this over so we can actually win the fight. And... Or actually, no. We're just going to do this. And bottom deck bomb it. Yeah, that's the plan. Bottom deck bomb because we can. Okay. So now we're all 7 out. I mean, all 8 out. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but... Damn! Damn! Okay, well, now they're going to draw a card that doesn't work for them, but... Yikes. So, we're out. But we are ready to head to 2. So, it's not awful. It's not great. That's the wrong climax stuck in stock for when we want to do funny. Well, they got through most of that in one instance. Okay. Get rid of the clean cut. It's not useful at this late in the game. Six in there. Damn. Okay, let's cancel. Bottom, because we don't need that anytime soon. We're not trying to slam that yet. I said not trying. I didn't say we wouldn't take it if we could. That is a distinction worth noting. In this case, we brainstorm for deck speed because we're already through so much. Salvage. Salvaging. No backups, so we just grab a card. This is the only card that pluses naturally. I kind of want to hold on to the climax to be able to slam this, but it just makes sense to put pressure. Also be nice if it was the other climax, but you know, hey, can't always get what you'd want. No point in rearranging those two. Direct here. I'll try changing those cards because neither of those are climaxes, so it's kind of free to swing and then try to rearrange. Damn, that does not matter to rearrange either. Give 15 here to center. Give it the best shot at living. It's probably going to get run over. Wow. Oh, okay, they used climax to make sure it doesn't. Hmm. Okay. Look. Bottom. Damn. Hmm. Bottom. Damn. Oh no, we could do it like this. Let that die. Nope. Mm, salvage, restock, and then will we be able to pull off combo on top of that? Nah. Don't clock play, restock. Be okay, and then act one and get a book. Give 1k here. This is all during main. Oh, and then we can still brainstorm? Oh, rest of it. All right, cool. Enter climax, enter attack, swing. We have enough reach. Still almost do. They went 5 back in. This literally could just kill him. Nah. Damn. Get plus 15 to center. We do have a free fresh, which we should use. Yeah, we should use because we know for a fact that top 2 is no climaxes. So doing this to potentially change that is worth. Yup, baby. Information is knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Stop. Top. Rearrange it so we cancel on the second, not on the first. So we get through more deck. And then on that reverse, top, bottom, board wipe. Ooh. That is compelling. That does not give us what we'd want, which is 2 instances of damage. So we know the top's actually a trigger. Guaranteed. It's not a question. We know it is. Do I slam climax? Oh no, we don't have the stock to slam climax. There's no point in brainstorming for it either. No, the top gives us free stock. Oh, wait, the top gives us free stock. Oh, hold the phone. That might have been a misplay. No, because this gives us guaranteed leads. Almost, yeah, almost 3 instances of guaranteed leads. Because the direct. Even if we're not winning this one lane, we've. Oh, right, because we knew the top was a soul. Uh, Last one. Last one when we calling it a wrap. 8 book Thou. Going through the gauntlet. Hopefully we get to get the 5-0. And strange Hololive build also got a 5-0 today. Crazy. Actually crazy. Nice. Right book this time. We can drop one of them though. This way. There's no point in trying to spare it. And we actually kind of want a front line in this matchup. Free stock? No free stock. No drop salvage either. Which isn't worth, but hey, it's a nice CD to have. Okay, and then dupe, 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 dupe. We're highly likely to head to 1 here. Question is, do we want the back row buff more? So we want a brainstormer. That's what we don't have. We don't have brainstorm, and we want another copy of the combo. That's what we need. Those are the two things we desperately need in this match. Okay. Okay, this should send us to 1. Yep. Kinda. Oh, wait. Our combo special. I forgot. Our combo special. We can do it from the back row. Issue is we have some things that are kind of colliding against each other. Like, we want to brainstorm, and we want to do that, but we can't really do both. I kind of want to overplay on this. I'm going to overplay on this. Because it's in the deck for its effectivity with trying to do funnies with the haha hand plus. Grabbing a third combo is just getting greedy at this point. Grabbing a book replacement thing is fine because we're gonna lose some of these lanes. I think. I don't know. I'm hoping that we don't, but the odds aren't completely in our favor. But they're also not against us entirely. We killed off the one just because we could replus with it later. Alright, 5. It's probably wrong to dig so deep. Because we're not trying to super aggressively change our ratio. What, that's 6 out now? Now we are. 2 out of 10, that's 1 out of 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. It's not actively malicious. Not a brainstormer. We don't need to drop a book. We don't need this. This is probably our best choice. Because grabbing our alternate finisher just is wrong at this point in time. Not that deep into the game. I'm in this build, yeah, 5K. 5-5. Yeah, 4 though. Okay, so that cancels and then bottom, so we're likely to cancel this last instance. Bottom. Oh, for 1? We'll take the 1. Screw needing to cancel that. For 1s? Oh, and we get a recombo? Okay, I'm fine with that. Question is, do we be so aggressive as we were last time? Mm, yeah, in real faith, you do this. Yep. This. And yeah, that should be good. Slam climax. Play. Swing. We do have a bin. Damn. Grab the free fresh in case. But it should be fine coming soon because we're about to go 5 cards deep in 2 different ways. So we're gonna go 10 cards deep in total, which should really change that ratio. It's just gonna be a completely different deck state here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them out, 25, 4 out of 25. Yeah, so we definitely should be fine going 10. Kind of not fantastic, but hey, we'll grab this. That's a 7. Yikes. Grab this, and then we're gonna have to pitch one. Because our hand's over full, so pitch that. Place the buff there. 6, 7, or 7 out. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, but they're level 3. They're level 3, we're level 1. Keeping pace, if we get knocked up aggressive, oh, they don't have the resources. I mean, it would be mean, but it's not good enough. I'm being way overly zealous with this effect. But the fact we're getting to do it again, I mean, it's not really that bad. There we go for 4. This should kill. Killing from level 1. That's nice. It feels nice. So, out of those games, we definitely triggered book into drawing book a lot, but there was a good chunk of the time where it didn't feel bad. It definitely had a downside, don't get me wrong, but it didn't really feel bad. I will say, though, the fact that we're able to fix our top check definitely made up for the fact that we drew book into book way more than what would be what would be normalized. So, eh. But with that, it's been fun. It's been cool. I will see you